The repeating numbers you see are not a message sent to you. They are a receipt for the frequency you are broadcasting. This is not a code to be deciphered, but an echo to be recognized. It is the universe confirming that your energetic signature has been received, registered, and is now being mirrored back to you through the architecture of your physical reality. In this transmission, you will be given the protocol to move beyond passive observation and into active co-creation with these signals. You will learn to read your own energetic output with precision. This is a strategic briefing. First, the illusion of external messages will be dismantled and the core principle of the calibration signal installed. This will permanently shift how you perceive synchronicity. Second, you will be given the architecture to construct your Sovereign Lexicon, a dynamic, personal framework that makes all generic interpretations obsolete. Third, you will receive the three-step protocol of Energetic Interrogation, a method to extract direct, actionable intelligence from any signal in real time. And finally, you will understand the mandate of embodied integration, which elevates this entire process from a practice of awareness to a command for action on your mission. The first principle you must integrate is that of the calibration signal. For too long, you have been conditioned to look outward, to search for meaning in external events as if they are separate from you. When you see 11:11 on a clock, or a specific animal crosses your path repeatedly, the instinct is to ask, "What is the universe trying to tell me?" This question is built upon a false premise. It positions you as a passive recipient in a reality that is happening to you. The truth is that your reality is happening through you. Your consciousness, your frequency, is a constant broadcast. The material world, in its function as a precise and impartial mirror, has no choice but to reflect that broadcast back to you. Seeing a repetitive number or symbol is the energetic equivalent of tuning a radio. As you adjust the dial of your own frequency, through your thoughts, emotions, and intentions, you eventually lock onto a clear station. The recurring signal is not the song playing on the station, it is the absence of static. It is a confirmation tone. It is a calibration signal from the matrix of your reality, acknowledging, frequency locked. Your current state of being is now powerfully broadcasting and shaping this field. So, the appearance of 444 is not the universe sending you a message about stability, it is your reality confirming that the frequency of stability you are currently emanating is so strong that it is organizing physical patterns around itself. This understanding moves you from a position of seeking validation to a position of sovereign recognition. You are not looking for signs. You are leaving energetic fingerprints, and then noticing them. If these signals are simply a mirror of your own frequency, a confirmation of the energy you are already broadcasting, how do you move beyond mere recognition into precise, actionable interpretation? This requires you to abandon the search for universal meanings and instead begin the construction of your own operational language. Generic meanings are for the masses. Your mission requires a private, encrypted language. This is the architecture of your Sovereign Lexicon. A lexicon is a personal dictionary, a vocabulary specific to an individual or a field of study. In this context, your Sovereign Lexicon is the catalog of meanings that you, the operator, assign to the signals that appear in your unique reality. To rely on a search engine or a spiritual dictionary for the meaning of a signal is to outsource your own divine intelligence. It is an act of energetic dependency. For one individual, the sight of a hawk may be a signal of higher perspective, a confirmation to zoom out and see the bigger picture of their current assignment. For another, based on their unique history and energetic signature, that same hawk may be a direct command to act with swift and lethal precision on a decision they have been delaying. The signal is the same. The directive is entirely sovereign. Building your lexicon is an active process. When a new symbol or number pattern appears with intensity and repetition, you do not look outside for its meaning. You go inside. You anchor it to the context of your present reality. What was the dominant thought, feeling, or strategic question in your mind at the exact moment the signal appeared? That is your primary anchor point. The symbol's meaning becomes fused with your immediate internal state. A feather found on your path is not just a generic sign of angels. If you were contemplating a heavy decision, its meaning within your lexicon becomes, lighten the load, this is not as heavy as it seems. You are building a living, breathing language between your consciousness and your reality. This is the foundation of true energetic sovereignty. This process of building a sovereign framework is the core of this work. It is a fundamental shift from seeking answers outside to activating the intelligence within. If this principle of energetic sovereignty resonates, this is the work we do here. Consider subscribing to join the community of strategists who are decoding their own reality. With your personal lexicon in place, the next stage is to develop a method for engaging with these signals in real time. This prevents them from becoming fleeting curiosities or sources of confusion, and transforms them into strategic assets. What is the precise protocol for this engagement? The protocol is one of energetic interrogation. It is a simple, three-step process that allows you to extract the direct, actionable intelligence from any calibration signal you receive. The three steps are: acknowledge, inquire, and anchor. They must be performed in this sequence, internally, in the moment the signal appears. The first step is to acknowledge. This is a conscious act of tagging the data. It is an internal declaration, signal logged. Stand by for interrogation. This simple act is critical. It cuts through the noise of the subconscious mind that would otherwise dismiss the event as coincidence. You are flagging the data point as significant. You are telling your reality, I am paying attention. Communication channel is open. The second step is to inquire. This is not a passive wondering. It is a direct, focused question. You do not ask, what does 333 mean? Instead, you ask, what is the specific directive for me, concerning my current focus, that this signal is confirming? Or, this signal is a mirror of my current frequency. What specific aspect of my broadcast is being confirmed for my attention right now? The question must be sharp, specific, and related to your immediate context. The universe responds to precision. Vague questions receive vague feedback. A direct inquiry commands a direct insight. The answer will often arrive not as words, but as a sudden flash of knowing, a gut feeling, a subtle but undeniable shift in your perception of the situation you are in. The final step is to anchor. An insight without an action is static. It is useless data. To anchor the directive, you must immediately connect it to a physical or mental action. If the signal of a butterfly appears while you are wrestling with a creative block, and your inquiry yields the insight of transformation, you must anchor it. You might immediately get up and change your environment, or open a new document and start fresh. You have translated the energetic confirmation into a physical response. If you see the license plate that seems to speak to you and the insight is, move forward, you anchor it by taking the very next step on the project you were hesitating on. The interrogation is not complete until the energy of the signal has been grounded into the material plane through your decision or action. This is how you use the signals, not just observe them. Once you have extracted an actionable directive through this protocol, the mission is not complete. The final mandate is what separates the passive observer from the sovereign operator. It ensures that this entire process serves your evolution and your purpose. How do you guarantee that every decoded signal becomes fuel, not just a fleeting footnote in your day? You do this by accepting the mandate of embodied integration. This mandate reframes every signal you decode not as a piece of information, but as a direct command for alignment. It is a call to action issued from your higher self, using the language of your physical reality. Understanding a signal is level 1. Embodying its directive is the entire purpose of the game. If you receive a calibration signal confirming that you are in a state of flow and alignment, the mandate is not to simply feel good about it. The mandate is to deepen that state. It is a command to cancel distractions, to double down on the aligned activity, to ride that wave of frequency with conscious intent. The signal is permission to go further. Conversely, if a dissonant signal appears, a recurring pattern that feels jarring or out of place, and your interrogation reveals it is mirroring a frequency of doubt or hesitation within you, the mandate is clear: course correct immediately. The signal is not a punishment, it is a critical piece of feedback from your own guidance system. The mandate is to stop, identify the source of the dissonant frequency within your own thoughts or beliefs, and actively shift it. You are not just a decoder of symbols, you are a commander of frequency. Each signal is a real-time update on your energetic performance, and the mandate is to use that data to constantly optimize your state of being for mission success. To integrate is to act. To embody is to become the lesson the signal reflects. Every other use of synchronicity is merely entertainment. The era of searching for meaning in the stars or patterns in the clouds as if they are separate from you is over. You are not a passive recipient of mysterious signs. You are an active operator, reading the real-time feedback from your own energetic broadcasts. You now understand that these signals are not external messages, but internal calibrations. You possess the architecture to build your own sovereign lexicon, making you immune to generic and disempowering interpretations. You have been given the 3-step protocol to interrogate any signal and extract its direct, actionable command. And you now hold the mandate to embody each directive, using your reality as a precision instrument for alignment and execution. This is your new capacity, to navigate your path not by seeking signs, but by reading your own signature upon the world. The feedback loop is active. The system is online. The time for seeking external validation is over. Your environment is providing all the confirmation you require. The only remaining variable is your discernment and your will to act. In the comments below, share one signal you have recently decoded using this framework. State the signal, and then state the sovereign directive you extracted from it, not for validation, but as a declaration of your protocol in action. Report your findings. Let the collective witness the power of this framework as it is deployed.